Have you ever heard of the luckiest or unluckiest man in the world? That's a title that's been bestowed upon a Croatian music teacher named Frane Selak. His life has been defined by a series of accidents and near-death experiences that would make even the most hardened adventure enthusiast tremble. From train derailments and plane crashes to bus accidents and car fires, Selak has seen it all. But what's truly astonishing is that he's not only survived each of these incidents but often walked away with just minor injuries. Some may call it luck, others might say it's a curse. But whatever it is, it's certainly made his life an extraordinary journey. Now, you must be curious about the details of these accidents and how Selak managed to escape each time. Well, hold on to your seats because we're about to embark on a thrilling ride through the remarkable life of Frane Selak. So, let's dive in. Our story begins in 1962 on a train from Sarajevo to Dubrovnik. Picture the scene. Frane Selak, unsuspecting, enjoying a scenic journey when suddenly, disaster strikes. The train derails, careening off its tracks and plunging into the icy embrace of a river below. The bone-chilling waters swallow the derailed train, a horrifying sight that sends shivers down the spine. 17 passengers unfortunately succumb to this tragic accident, their lives snuffed out in an instant. But amidst the chaos and the death, there emerges a survivor, a beacon of hope. It's Selak. Against all odds, he manages to swim to safety, escaping the icy grip of death. His survival, though miraculous, paints a haunting picture of what was a devastating tragedy. From the icy river's depths, Selak's saga of incredible escapes was born, and that was only the beginning of Selak's incredible saga. Fast forward to 1963, and Selak finds himself aboard a plane traveling from Zagreb to Rijeka. Just when anyone would think that Selak's streak of misadventures was over, the unthinkable happens. The plane's door blows open in midair, and in a twist of fate that would make even the most hardened skeptics question their disbelief, Selak gets sucked out of the plane. In a sequence of events that seems straight out of a Hollywood movie, Selak plummets towards the earth. But this isn't just another tragic plane crash story. No, not for our man Selak. He miraculously lands in a haystack, unscathed and bewildered, while the plane crashes, taking the lives of 19 people. Selak's survival is nothing short of a miracle, a testament to his incredible luck or perhaps a bizarre dance with fate. But Selak's string of unbelievable escapes was far from over. From 1970 to 2006, Selak's life was a whirlwind of near-death experiences. Imagine this. The year was 1970, and Selak found himself aboard a bus that swerved off a cliff and into a river. 4 passengers tragically lost their lives that day, but not Selak. He walked away with only minor injuries, a consistent theme in his life. Fast forward to 1973, and Selak has a new adversary, his own car. It abruptly caught fire while he was driving, but, as luck would have it, he managed to escape before the inevitable explosion. Our man Selak didn't have much luck with buses, as evidenced by his 1995 encounter with one in Zagreb. He was hit, but yet again, he survived, nursing only minor injuries. It seems as though Selak's life was a constant dance with danger, but he never missed a step. 8 years later, in 2003, Selak's driving woes continued. His car skidded off an icy road and crashed into a guardrail. But, like a scene from an action movie, he managed to escape with minor injuries. If you're starting to sense a pattern, you're not alone. Finally, in 2006, Selak found himself in yet another bus accident. The bus skidded off the road and into a ravine. 4 passengers didn't survive the crash, but guess who did? That's right, our very own Frane Selak, who walked away with, you guessed it, minor injuries. Selak's life was a series of accidents, each more unbelievable than the last. He seemed to have a knack for escaping death, a knack that earned him notoriety as one of the luckiest or unluckiest men, depending on how you see it. But as we'll soon discover, Selak's life wasn't just about surviving accidents. It was also about winning. And not just any win, but a lottery win. With each accident, Selak's legend grew. But his story was about to take an even more unbelievable turn. In 2003, Selak decided to test his luck in a different way, by buying a lottery ticket. Now, you might think that after surviving a series of life-threatening accidents, the odds of winning the lottery would be astronomically against him, right? But as it turns out, Selak's incredible luck hadn't run out just yet. He ended up winning the jackpot, bagging himself the equivalent of nearly $1 million. A remarkable turn of events for a man who'd spent his life narrowly escaping disaster time and time again. With his newfound fortune, Selak decided to live his life a little differently. He used his winnings to purchase 2 houses and a boat. No more near-death experiences for him. It was time for some comfortable living. With his newfound wealth, Selak finally enjoyed a period of calm. But the question remains, was this extraordinary lottery win another stroke of luck? Or was it the universe finally giving him a well-deserved break? So, is Frane Selak the luckiest or unluckiest man in the world? This is a question that has intrigued many. A man who has faced death 7 times and each time has managed to escape its clutches. A man who, despite the perils of train derailments, plane and bus accidents, and car fires, has lived to tell the tale. A man who, in the face of adversity, has demonstrated an uncanny knack for survival. This is the life of Frane Selak. Just to recap, Selak's first brush with death came in 1962 when the train he was on derailed and plunged into a frozen river. Following this, he survived a plane crash, 3 bus accidents, 2 car accidents, and a car fire. You might think such a string of misfortunes would make a person feel cursed. But in Selak's case, his story took an unexpected turn. In 2003, Selak decided to try his luck at the lottery. And wouldn't you know it, he won! With his winnings, he purchased 2 homes and a boat. Quite the turn of events for a man who seemed to be perpetually dogged by disaster. So how do we make sense of Selak's life? Is he incredibly unlucky for having encountered so many life-threatening situations? Or is he incredibly lucky for having survived them all and then winning the lottery to boot? It's a question that invites us to ponder the nature of luck itself. Is it a force that brings only good fortune? Or can it also be a force that puts us in harm's way, only to pull us back at the last moment? In the end, whether you see Selak as lucky or unlucky might say more about your perspective on life than it does about him. Perhaps it's not about the number of times we fall, but the number of times we get back up. And by that measure, Selak is a champion. What do you think? Is Selak lucky or unlucky? Leave your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe for more incredible stories like this one.